as well, hits the three-point shot. And one more time for Dax Pearson. Pearson, by the way, on his way to West Point, so he's an outstanding not only athlete but also in the classroom for the Huskies as well. Klatsky, though, hits the three, his 1,000th career point, and Holmdel wins it by the score of 66-52. It's the first state title in school history for Holmdel. Dax Pearson had 17, Chris Benino had 21 points, but then Holmdel lost to South Jersey champ Pleasantville, so they are out of the state tournament running. One more game of note in high school basketball. This game also will be played on Friday night. In girls Group 4, Piscataway will take on Tom's River.
By the score of 68-59. Holmdel has had a terrific year. This is perhaps their best season ever. 22 victories is an all-time record for them. But Matawan is red hot. They have won 8 straight, and they right now are probably playing their best basketball of the season.
They're playing at their best at the time they really want to, state playoff time. As you mentioned, they've won 8 games in a row. 14 teams qualified for the Central Jersey Group 2 playoffs. They were the 13th seeded team. They've made it to the finals, and they played very well getting here.
In the semifinals, Matawan defeated Somerville easily, 71-56. Holmdel had a little bit of a tougher time with the Mustangs of JFK, winning that game 68-63. Talk about 2 outstanding players that you'll see in this game. For Matawan, it starts with Dax Pearson. In the middle, senior, 6'6", averaging 25 points a game.
Dax Pearson will be playing next year for West Point. He's a great player. Not only can he shoot from the outside from three-point range, but he can sky, he can jam, and he can defend.
Holmdel is a guard-oriented team. They play a 3-guard alignment, and they are led by 2 outstanding players, really. Chris Benino is a 6'1" senior. He's the all-time leading scorer at Holmdel, and Mike Klatsky is an outstanding player as well, averaging 17 points a game.
Chris Benino with 1,339 points, averages 21 points a game, and he has 99 three-pointers on the year. And Mike Klatsky averages 17 points a game. He's 14 points short of getting 1,000. Next year, he'll be playing for the University of Pennsylvania.
All right, let's quickly touch on the keys. What does Matawan have to do to win this game and pull off the upset?
Well, the main thing is they have to defend the three-point shot, because Holmdel scores a lot of points from far out, and they have to slow down the tempo, try and keep Holmdel from running the ball up the court. If you're Holmdel, though, you just want to keep shooting those three-point shots. You want to try and create the tempo to allow that, and you want to try and get Dax Pearson in foul trouble. And also, I think they want to try and pressure Matawan's guards and force them to turn the ball over.
All right, we're just moments away from the announcement of the starting lineups. After this game, one team will claim the Central Jersey Group 2 championship. Matawan versus Holmdel, coming right at you.
So you finally decided to get serious about soccer, hockey, and lacrosse. If you want the biggest selection and best service, come to Soccer and Sticks in East Brunswick. Not only does Soccer and Sticks have hard-to-find items, Soccer and Sticks will beat any competitor's advertised price, guaranteed. Soccer and Sticks is your full-service specialty shop for team uniforms, custom printing, computerized skate sharpening, and much more. Remember, Soccer and Sticks is the ultimate store for the serious player. Soccer and Sticks, the first and only choice for the serious player.
TK, are you ready?
Are you ready for the next level of family entertainment?
Are you ready? Beyond cable, beyond television. The future is here and we're bringing it to you.
You're ready? You're ready.
Because we're more than TV. Stick around and you'll see.
You won't believe your eyes, you won't believe your ears.
Is this just a cable company or what?
Join us as we take your world to the 21st century and beyond.
We're TKR Cable. We want to know.
You're ready, TKI. You're ready.
Welcome back to South Brunswick. We're moments away from the start of tonight's Central Jersey Group 2 championship. Matawan against Holmdel. Matawan 16-8 and Holmdel 22-3. Both teams from the same conference playing for the Group 2 championship. And we're just moments away here from the start of the game as they announce the starting lineup. So let's take a look at tonight's starters. First for the Huskies of Matawan. They are the visiting team, the lower seed in the Group 2 tournament. At the forwards will be 00 senior 6'3" Shannon Baker. Curtis Frederick is the other forward, number 32. He's a junior, 6'5", and the leading rebounder for the Huskies. In the middle is the outstanding Dax Pearson. a senior, 6'6", averaging 25 points per game. In the backcourt for the Huskies, Dwayne Jackson's number 5, a 6'3" senior, and Jim McCumber, number 3, a sophomore, 6'1". So it's Baker, Frederick, Pearson, Jackson, and McCumber, the starters for the Huskies. For the Hornets of Holmdel at 23-3, Chris Rogers is at the forward slot. He's a 6'2" junior, averaging 4 points per contest. Adam Kavisi is the center, number 31, a 5'10" senior, averaging 4 points and 6 rebounds per game. A 3-guard alignment, Chris Bonino is number 23, 6'1" senior, averaging 21 points per game. Jeff Crudup is a 5'10" sophomore, averaging 14 points a game. And Mike Klatsky, the other guard, 5'10", a senior, averaging 17 points per contest. The 3 guards combined average 52 points per game. You can see where the bulk of the scoring comes for Holmdel. Matawan is coached by Jack George, outstanding head coach of the Huskies. And Holmdel, also Tom Stead, who has done a terrific job with the Hornets, 22-3 this year.
Tell you, Lou, I think that's an understatement to say he did a good job. He did a fabulous job. 22 victories is the most victories Holmdel has ever had in a season. They play in the short conference C Division South. They were 13-1 in conference play. It's the first time they ever won the conference. And Matawan, although they didn't win their conference, the short conference B Division North, it was won by Freehold. They've peaked at the right time. This should be an exciting game today.
These two teams, as we said, met earlier this year. That was back on December 28th in the Bayshore tournament. And Holmdel defeated Matawan by the score of 68-59. Right now, the crowd here at South Brunswick High School is rising for our national anthem. Pretty good crowd on hand, although this is an interesting neutral site for a short conference game, if you will, even though it's the Group 2 championship. 2 short conference opponents playing in the GMC here at South Brunswick. But, of course, these sites are predetermined before the season starts.
Exactly. For example, Somerville, if they had defeated Matawan, it would have been a close site for them. And, of course, JFK, the team that was defeated in the semifinals by Holmdel, well, they play in the Greater Middlesex Conference, so that would have made sense also.
Huskies come out in the road maroon, purplish cherry uniforms, if you will, trimmed with gray numerals and gray letters across the chest, and Holmdel in their home white uniforms trimmed with blue and silver. As we mentioned, the Hornets are the home team, top seed here in this Group 2 tournament. Chris Rogers will jump it up for Holmdel, and Dax Pearson goes for the Huskies. And this Group 2 state championship game is underway. Tap is controlled by Dwayne Jackson, and he dribbles it across the midcourt line. He goes to Pearson inside the circle. Jackson fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound underneath. Baker puts it up and in, and that's something that Matawan does very well. They use the offensive boards.
They have size. They certainly are a lot bigger than Holmdel. For them to win, though, not only do they have to control the glass, but they have to prevent Holmdel from hitting three-point shots.
Matawan leads it by the score of 2-0. Holmdel in the front court. Chris Benino, number 23, goes to Mike Klatsky. Klatsky with the basketball. Tries to dribble in. Now he pulls up for the jumper outside off the back rim, no, and the rebound pulled down by Jackson. Jackson brings it up across the midcourt line, goes to McCumber on the right wing. Jackson top of the circle, now Baker to Pearson. Pearson on the baseline pops the jumper off the rim. Rebound, Frederick's got a hand on it, but it's saved nicely by Klatsky, and Holmdel will bring it up. Jeff Crudup with the basketball for the Hornets at the top of the key. Bonino thinks about the three, now dribbles in. Rogers with the basketball. Crudup fakes the three, moves in for a shorter jumper off the front rim. Back tapped away and saved by Holmdel. Picked off by Bonino, a long three off the back rim, no. And the rebound, Jackson. It's knocked away from him, but Baker recovers. Jackson quickly up court, tried to go to Fredericks, but it's intercepted by Bonino.
Jackson normally does not make a pass like that, a very bad pass. If you want to control tempo, no reason to try and run the ball up there. Matawan needs to get all the defensive rebounds and also be patient on offense.
Long three-pointer, good! Nothing but net for Chris Bonino. That's his 100th three-pointer on the season. He holds the short conference record of 102 in a single season, which he set last year. 3-2, Holmdel by 1. Baker thinks about the three, now goes to Jackson at the foul line. Now Shannon Baker, the long three-pointer, no. Pearson pulls down the rebound, dribbles in, soft touches in.
Great rebound there by Pearson, skying to get it, and then he, under control, went to the basket using his 6'6" frame to get about a 5-foot jump shot and put his team on top.
Huskies lead it 4-3. Bounce pass goes to Crudup. Bonino with a long three, no off the front rim. Back tapped back to Bonino. He loses it momentarily, now regains. Chris Bonino sets it up for the Hornets. He dribbles in the paint, cut off by Pearson. Rogers to Crudup at the foul line. Bounce pass goes to Bonino on the left wing. Back outside to Klatsky. Klatsky being played by Jackson. Bonino pulls in, short jumper's good. Chris Bonino's off to a good start, averaging 21 points per game.
Soft touch by Bonino coming into this game with 1,339 points already, the career leader for Holmdel.
The Hornets lead it by the score of 5-4. Matawan basketball with 4:40 left here in the first quarter. Turnaround by Fredericks is good. Curtis Frederick with the turnaround jumper. It's a 1-point Matawan lead.
Good entry pass, Luke, getting the ball to Frederick so close to the basket. If Matawan can get the ball in close like that, they'll do well tonight.
Bonino being played by McCumber. Now Crudup for the long three off the rim, rebound Pearson. Max Pearson rips down that rebound, and Jackson gets it across the midcourt line. With the right-hand dribble, they go to McCumber in the corner. A long three is way off, and it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Holmdel, so Matawan gets a break. And the Huskies will have the basketball.
McCumber, a great three-point shooter, had 24 points in the game against Somerville, propelling his team to this championship game. You expect Pearson to score points, and he did 17, but McCumber on that given night was the offensive star.
Stefan Schrenkel is in the game now for Holmdel, number 42. Baker on the right wing. Frederick, top of the key. McCumber dribbles in the paint. Lost it. Gets it knocked away. Holmdel, good defense. And here come the Hornets quickly. Bonino for three off the rim. Rebound Pearson.
You can hear Jack George yelling, he's a shooter. Get out on him when Bonino was ready to pop that three-pointer.
Jackson puts it up, and he gets the roll off the backboard. Matawan off to a 3-point lead. The Huskies lead at 8-5 with 3:15 left first quarter. Central Jersey Group 2 championship, and Klatsky is fouled by Jackson. Mike Klatsky needs 14 points to reach 1,000 in his brilliant career, the captain of the Holmdel Hornets.
Klatsky averages 17 a game. Next year he'll be playing in the Ivy League for Pennsylvania.
Klatsky at the top of the key. As Jeff mentioned, on his way to Penn next year. He hopes to be a walk-on with the Quakers if possible. But that pass is either intercepted underneath by Tony Serra, and the Huskies quickly up court. Jackson, top of the key. Matawan up to a good start here in this first quarter. They lead by 3, playing good defense against a high-scoring Holmdel team. Off the cut, Osmond McLeod. McCumber will back it out.
Good patience by the Matawan offense.
McLeod dribbles in. Now in the paint, he forces it up, and it's stripped away. Stolen by Klatsky, and he takes it all the way and scores. A very nice move by Mike Klatsky.
Klatsky can shoot the three-point shot. He has 64 on the year. That time, though, taking it all the way to the glass as Matawan chose not to pick him up.
1 point Matawan lead. Huskies up 8-7. 2 minutes left, first quarter. Cumber on the right wing. Now Pearson goes to Jackson at the top of the key. Dwayne Jackson back to McCumber, being played by Klatsky. They go inside to Pearson from the foul line. The jumper good. That's Pearson. Shows that soft touch from the foul line.
Beating the man-to-man defense, they're afraid to come out on Pearson because they figure he'll dribble right by him. But if they don't, he'll hit that shot all night long.
10-7, Matawan by 3. Minute and a half remaining. It's stolen by McLeod and knocked away in front of the Holmdel cheerleaders.
Good defense there by Osmond McLeod. He didn't really see the ball early enough to steal it, but he was playing denied defense. The old ball you man knocked it out of bounds, and Holmdel will inbound the ball.
Holmdel basketball quickly. The ball stripped away in the paint. Last touched by the Hornets. Jeff Crudup didn't like the call.
Holmdel with full court pressure here. They want to pressure the guard of Matawan. So far, Matawan has been able to bring the ball up pretty well. That time we saw the ball knocked out of bounds by Klatsky. David Klatsky, the younger brother, only a freshman and supposedly the future star of Holmdel.
Jackson being played by Crudup. Full court pressure. Minute 20 left, first quarter, and the Huskies are up by 3. Here's McLeod. He drives in. The paint forces it up. Ball is knocked around. Serra got a hold of it, but then Klatsky rips it away. He goes to his brother, David Klatsky. Benino pulls up for this long jumper that doesn't go. And then the foul is on Holmdel underneath.
Good rebound there by Tony Serra. Only a sophomore. He's the second leading rebounder for Matawan, and that's the advantage Matawan has today, the size advantage. We'll have to see if their size will be an advantage or the outside shooting of Holmdel.
McCumber with the basketball, played by Klatsky. McCumber has been lighting it up recently, playing excellent basketball. He goes to the corner to McLeod. Serra the turnaround, good, nice move by Tony Serra, the sophomore. And Matawan is up by 5, it's 12-7. Mike Klatsky with the basketball. Matawan playing defense on the perimeter. They're out on Holmdel, trying to take away that outside shooting. Klatsky moves up and hits the 3. Oh, nice soft touch. This team can shoot.
And they let him have the open shot. That time Serra did not get out far enough.
12-10. It's a 2-point lead for the Huskies. McLeod gives to Pearson with 5 seconds left. McCumber puts it up. It's stripped away. Last touched by Matawan. Holmdel will get the basketball with 2 seconds left. So they'll launch a full court shot here. If they can get it in, they do. At the buzzer, off the backboard, and that'll do it. Pretty good first quarter of basketball in the Central Jersey Group 2 championship game. The score, Matawan 12 and Holmdel 10.
Today, I want to take a little trip. It's important for the children to appreciate other cultures. Remember now, art form. Cable in the classroom is a marvelous tool. It sparks the interest of the child. It motivates them. Great. Our local cable company provides me with a magazine outlining all of the programs. It geared the children to express themselves artistically. They are very proud of the work that they've produced.
Welcome back to South Brunswick. Lou Brogno along with Jeff Kurtzman here courtside as it is 12-10 at the end of the first quarter. Pretty good first quarter of basketball.
It really was. Balanced scoring there for Matawan. 5 players scored for them. Whereas for Holmdel, Venino and Klatsky both had 5 points. That was almost a perfect quarter for Matawan. They had the pace their way. They got the shots they wanted.
Klatsky, nice move underneath. Mike Klatsky. You can see why he's such an outstanding player, averaging 17 a game. McCumber double teamed, in trouble, goes cross court. Venino picks it off. Klatsky back to Venino. He has it ripped away and poked away from behind by Chris White. Good play by the 5'9" junior.
Good play, but starting this quarter, and it's only been 30 seconds in, but it looks like tempo's picking up a little. Holmdel wanting to run the ball up and try and get some points in transition.
We are tied at 12. Good inbounds pass, but Pearson knocks it away. Dax Pearson, whom head coach Tom Stead of Holmdel calls the best big player in the Shore Conference. I would say that's probably pretty accurate. That shot outside, a three-pointer by Venino. Pearson certainly the best big player I've seen this year.
And Venino, probably the best guard in the conference. Another three-pointer there, one short of his record of 102 for a season.
McCumber with the basketball for the Huskies, tries to dribble in. Now he lost it, and it's just stolen, and the foul's on Matawan. They call the foul on McCumber.
Only the second team foul. The foul called by the official, Jack Rowland. Jack Rowland and Tom Danaher are our 2 officials today, and we haven't really mentioned their names. We've only had 3 fouls called in the game so far. They've done a great job, though, controlling these teams.
15-12. Holmdel by 3. They trailed by 2 heading into the quarter. They've scored the last 5 points of the game. Klatsky goes to Crudup. He drives in and is hammered by Baker. The foul's on Shannon Baker. And Crudup will go to the line. He'll shoot 2.
And this is what Holmdel wanted to do. Tom Stead said they wanted to penetrate, try and get Matawan into foul trouble. They wanted to get Pearson, but they'll take anybody they have to and go to the line and try and earn some points with the clock stopped.
Crudup's just a sophomore. He hits the first. He'll get another. Holmdel wants to get to the line, as we mentioned. They are a very good free throw shooting team, a good shooting team all around, from the perimeter and also from the line.
Yeah, Lou, shooting 39% from three-point range. That's like shooting 59% from two-point range. They're going to win a lot of ball games that way.
Especially in high school, that's a tremendous percentage.
Exactly. They only have 3 losses all year long. They lost to Rumson early in the year. Rumson will be playing for the Group 1 championship against Keensburg. Their other 2 losses are against St. Rose and Southern in the short conference tournament. They got upset in the quarterfinals.
Frederick, a hook shot. It almost went. Pearson gets the rebound. Oh, what a move.
Good soft touch by Pearson as he took it all the way to the glass.
Venino comes back with a gorgeous move, but they call the foul before the shot. Foul is on Dax Pearson.
Jack Rowland with the call, and as Lou mentioned, before the shot, so the basket won't count, and Holmdel will inbound the ball.
The Hornets will throw it inside court. David Klatsky with the basketball. He's just a 5'9" freshman. Great tools on this kid. Long outside shot off the rim. No good by Chris Rogers. And White goes to Jackson. Jackson across the midcourt line. Dribbles up on the right wing. Bounce pass to Chris White. He goes inside Frederick, now outside Baker, top of the key. They dare him to take the three. Off the back rim, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Holmdel ball.
Sometimes when you have too much time, that three-point shot is a difficult one to make. That time Shannon Baker had so much time, he just couldn't put it down.
David Klatsky, the bounce pass to Rogers. 17-14 the score. They go cross court now to Benino, and it is blocked by Frederick. And here comes Baker quickly across the midcourt line. Jackson in transition, scores! Oh, no basket, offensive foul.
Dwayne Jackson looked like he was going to be under control, but then he forced the action, and a lot of times that's how he gets his fouls, on offensive fouls going to the basket. Here we see Tom Stead, the highly successful coach for Holmdel.
Hornets with the basketball, breaking Matawan's full court pressure. Crudup comes up across the midcourt line with 5 minutes left in the first half, and the Hornets by 3, 17-14. David Klatsky moves against Baker and scores. Pretty nice move for a freshman.
Good move for a senior, but he is a freshman. He drew the contact. It easily could have been a three-point play.
Jackson, the bounce pass to Baker. It's a 5-point Holmdel lead. Matawan at 1 point led by 5. Baker goes cross court to White. White behind the back dribble, drives in but can't finish. Ball is loose and the foul's on Baker.
And the fouls are starting to add up. Holmdel with only 1 foul committed here in the first half, and that's the 16th foul committed by Matawan, and we're going to have a timeout for Matawan right now.
Jack George wants to talk it over. Breaking the action with 4:44 remaining here in the first half. And the score, Holmdel 19 and Matawan 14.
Angles formed by parallel lines.
It's quite evident that it's there for our public schools work.
Holmdel basketball. Hornets lead it by the score of 19-14 with 4.5 remaining first half. This is for all the marbles in Central Jersey Group 2. Benino, nice move, but it dances off the rim. David Klatsky saves it beautifully to Crudup. Then Mike Klatsky took the long shot that didn't go. He gets it back, and Benino will set it up for the Hornets.
Good hustle there by Holmdel on the offensive glass, taking a couple shots and keeping the possession alive by their hustle.
Klatsky, nice pass, but it goes through the legs of Adam Kavis. And the Huskies get the basketball back with 4:08 left, second quarter. Again, full court pressure by the Hornets. McCumber fakes it, puts it up. Blocking foul, he gets the call. Could have gone either way.
And I thought it would go the other way. Tom Stead certainly not happy with that call from Holmdel, but you're right, when it's an offensive charge or a block, it's a very difficult call, and in this case, Matawan gets the call, and McCumber, the great three-point shooter, only a sophomore, will go to the line and shoot a 1-on-1. Actually, he'll shoot 2 shots.
McCumber shooting 2. His first is on the way, good. He'll get another. Trying to draw the Huskies to within 3. Second on the way is good. 19-16. 3-point Holmdel lead.
And that's how you beat that full court pressure. You don't dribble it up, you just pass it up, and Holmdel did it perfectly.
David Klatsky goes back to brother Mike. Now Benino drives in, 1-on-3, puts it up. And the foul is on Holmdel. They'll call loose ball foul over the back, I believe, on Cassis. Cavese, I'm sorry. Stefan Schrankel into the game. Jeff Crudup sits down for the Hornets.
Schrankel with some wrapping on his right hand. We'll see how that affects his game today.
19-16. Holmdel by 3. Pearson to Jackson. White to Pearson on the right wing. Foul underneath called on Holmdel. They'll call it on Schrankel.
Foul starting to add up for Holmdel now. That's the 4th team foul called on them here in the half.
Very low scoring first half for these two teams. These two teams average well into the 50s.
The lower the score, the more it benefits Matawan, in my opinion. This is their pace.
I would agree.
You can see how patient they're being right here. Just going to pass the ball around the perimeter, try and work for that good shot.
Bounce pass comes to Pearson. Now Frederick tried to go backdoor to McCumber, but he couldn't handle the pass. And the Hornets come back the other way. David Klatsky to Mike Klatsky. Bounce pass to Schrankel. Back to Klatsky. Bonino fakes the 3. And then they call a double dribble because he just lost the ball. He wanted to go up, and then he saw Pearson go up, and he said, unless I shoot it off the roof, it's not going to go in. So he stopped.
Yeah, I thought they were going to call up and down. They called a double dribble. Either way, it's a turnover, and Matawan gets possession of the ball.
Pearson drives in, drives through. He can't score. Schrankel takes it away from Pearson. Pretty strong rebound. Up ahead to Mike Klatsky. He pulls up for the 3. Yes.
In transition, Klatsky with his second 3-pointer in the game. If you let Klatsky open like that, Lou, he's going to bury it.
22-16. Holmdel with its largest lead. The Hornets by 6. 2:20 left, first half. Matawan needs a bucket. Jackson gets it across the midcourt line. White drives in, dishes to Frederick, who puts it up short, but the foul is on Holmdel.
There we see that wide open 3-point shot. If you allow Mike Klatsky to shoot with no defender on him, you can go home now. Holmdel's going to win the game.
Curtis Frederick at the line. Very impressive player, just a junior. But that free throw, very short. He'll get another. Crowd getting on him a little bit.
Okay, the crowd is picked up. This is almost a sellout tonight.
Second up, no good. Cross court, David Klatsky for 3. Good. If Matawan doesn't get out on Holmdel, they're going to get buried.
Klatsky, and Bonino, all 3 of them can hit from long range.
White takes a 3. No, off the rim. Rebound knocked around. Here comes Crudup to Klatsky. It's a 9-point Holmdel lead. Matawan wants to keep it under 10 at the half. Crudup drives in, lost it. Klatsky, what a pass back to Bonino off the back rim. David Klatsky trying to whip it in there. Now they get it to Crudup, who takes the short jumper. Bodies are crashing all over the place. Bonino drives in. No fouls called in any of those sequences.
And the reason Holmdel still has the ball, right now they're totally out hustling Matawan to get to the loose balls. Matawan's only scored 4 points in this quarter. Holmdel has scored 15.
.53 seconds left, first half. Klatsky. Crudup, top of the key, being played by White. Now Bonino. Holmdel looks like they're holding for the last shot. 25 seconds left. Crudup. Klatsky. Benino for three off the rim. Rebound Frederick. Up to Jackson. At the buzzer. Off the backboard. And that'll do it. First half of basketball has come to an end in the Central Jersey Group 2 final. The score at the half, Holmdel 25 and Matawan 16. Welcome back to South Brunswick High School, site of the Central Jersey Group 2 Championship between Holmdel and Matawan. I'm Lou Brogno along with Jeff Kurtzman and the rest of the Channel 6 Sports crew. Glad you could join us here at South Brunswick. An interesting first half. Jeff, Matawan played a terrific first quarter. In fact, they led by 2 at the end of the first period, but Holmdel just buried the Huskies from the three-point line in the second quarter. Matawan didn't get out there, and Holmdel, they'll kill you if you don't do that.
Exactly right, and that's exactly what Jack George told him at halftime, I would assume. Holmdel averages 9 3-points made per game, and they had 5 in the first half. Chris Venino had 2 of them and had 8 points. Mike Klatsky had 2 3-pointers and had 10 points. And David Klatsky, only a freshman, he also had a 3-pointer for 5 points. And they also held down Matawan as far as Dax Pearson goes, held him to a quiet 6 points. A great second quarter there for Holmdel, and if Holmdel continues to shoot that well from the outside, it's going to be very difficult for Matawan to come back.
You know, you talked about Holmdel and their three-point shooting. They've launched 592 three-pointers on the season. They've made 233 of them. That might not sound impressive, but that's 39% from three-point range, and that's extremely impressive on the high school level.
Exactly, and as we mentioned, that would be almost 59% from two-point range, and to be able to get 9 per game, that's the way they have to play, though, because they just don't have a lot of size. Matawan took advantage of their size in the first quarter, but in the second quarter, the defensive pressure that was put on Matawan, they only scored 4 points in that quarter.
All right, precisely what does Matawan have to do to get back in the game here? I know you mentioned that they want to get out on the perimeter, but what do they have to do offensively?
They have to do what they did in the first quarter, work the ball around patiently and get a good shot up each time. And then once they get the shot up, crash the boards, because they have much more size than Holmdel.
Third quarter is underway in this Group 2 championship game. The winner will play the South Jersey champ in the state Group 2 semifinals. Pearson hits a three. Dax Pearson with a three-point shot. So a good start for Matawan in the third quarter.
And the winner of that game would be either Morristown or Pleasantville. And Pleasantville right now is number 5 in the state, and they might be the best public school of any group in New Jersey this year.
Bounce pass, Rogers. Hey, Chris Rogers with a jump shot. Averages just 4 points a game, but gets 2 right there. 27-19, an 8-point Holmdel lead. Huskies in the forecourt. McCumber, left wing, puts it up, no. There's a whistle and a foul. I didn't see who the foul was on. No indication, but a foul. Well, maybe no foul. There's no foul up on the board. Ball must have just went out of bounds. Hornets into the forecourt. Crudup drives on Baker, tried to pinpoint that bounce pass on the baseline, knocked out by Dwayne Jackson.
I'll tell you, if Holmdel should win this game, the size that Pleasantville has, they're 6'9", 6'7", 6'5" up front. So if they think they're facing a tall team tonight, just wait.
They'll take one step at a time, though. Right now, they're concerned with Matawan. Klatsky goes to Crudup. Venino, three-pointer off the rim. Rebound, Jackson. And the Huskies running up ahead. It's intercepted. Still 27-19.
It looked like Matawan was going to get a 3-on-2 break, but Holmdel got back quickly. Matawan, not used to running the ball up that time, turned the ball over.
Driving in, Klatsky floats it up and draws the foul. So Mike Klatsky will go to the line. Mike Klatsky came back this year after ligament damage in his shoulder. He suffered that against Red Bank Catholic last year. They surgically rebuilt his shoulder, and he has played just terrific basketball this year. Free throw good. Klatsky, by the way, is a tremendous tennis player. In fact, he is ranked as the #2 tennis player in the state. Second free throw good as he gets the roll.
Maybe he can play both sports at Penn. He certainly can play basketball from what I've seen tonight. Penn has won the Ivy League championship 3 years in a row. They'll be playing tomorrow against Princeton. If they win that game, they'd have a one-game playoff. So once again, Penn will either win the conference or finish second.
Pearson, turnaround good. Well, it looks like Dax Pearson has decided he's going to take the bull by the horns here in the third quarter.
Only 6 points at halftime. He's hit a three-pointer and now a two-pointer in this second half.
Well, Pearson had a 43-point game earlier this year. Klatsky, three-pointer is good.
1,000 on his career. Came in needing 14. He now has 15 points in the game, including 3 three-pointers.
Pearson at the foul line, puts it up, no. Rebound tapped up, no. Taken by Venino. And Holmdel looks to run it out. It's an 11-point Holmdel lead. Klatsky for three, no. Rebound kept alive beautifully by Kavis. Driving in, Venino lays it in, and the foul.
What quickness on that first step there as Venino goes by his defender. And these kids, when they feel the contact, they just power the ball up. They don't have a lot of size, but they have the ability to get their shots off. And Venino is going to try and complete the three-point play. And if he does, it'll be a 14-point lead for Holmdel.
(35-21). 4:45 remaining in this third quarter. Jackson stands at the midcourt line. McCumber, left wing. Pearson, turnaround, uses the glass, but it doesn't go. Holmdel with a 14-point lead, and right now they are in command. Klatsky brings it across, jump shot, no, off the rim. Rebound, Frederick. McCumber wants to go to Pearson, but he takes it himself and scores.
Took it as far as he could, which was a layup. They did not allow him to get it to Pearson, so McCumber took it all the way, finished it off, and made the basket.
Huskies trail by 12 with 3:55 left. Venino goes to Rogers, jump shot, no, off the back rim. Rebound, Baker. He goes to Jackson. Dwayne Jackson across the midcourt line. Now to Baker. Foul line jumper, short. Rebound, back tap to Jackson. He puts it up. No. Spins off the rim. Rebound knocked around. Still loose to Frederick. He puts it up. No. 3 shots. The Huskies can't score.
Good hustle, though, by Matawan, hitting that offensive glass. Unfortunately for them, unless Dax Pearson shoots the ball, it's not going through for the Huskies.
David Klatsky, the freshman, to Rogers. Now Mike Klatsky, top of the key. Benino, beautiful twisting shot, but Pearson pulls down the rebound. Up ahead to Macomber. Timeout. 2:48 left, third quarter. Holmdel 35, Matawan 23.
The storm, which hit the Central Jersey region a little before 4 p.m. on Wednesday, wreaked havoc on commuter rush hour traffic.
Governor Christie Whitman has publicly spoken out on her opposition to raising the speed limit in New Jersey.
Every Thursday through Saturday at 6:30 p.m. only on TKR Channel 6.
Point Hornet lead, 35-23, 2:48 left. Holmdel trying to win their 23rd of the year. 22-3 coming in and trying to win the Group 2 championship. Matawan has just a little over a quarter to try to catch up. Macomber with the basketball. Stolen by Klatsky. Bounce pass to his brother, David Klatsky, but he travels.
Good luck.
Something I'm sure they've done a lot, being brothers, right?
Either that or they never played with each other because they're 3 years apart, and big brother wouldn't let little brother play with them at the park. You never know.
That's true. I was going to say probably something they've done in the playground with the driveway many times.
You can see, though, this David Klatsky, only a freshman, he'll be a 1,000-point scorer plus without question by his senior year. Playing with the 2,000-point scorers now, Benino, the all-time leading scorer at Holmdel, and brother Mike, who hit 1,000 tonight.
Dwayne Jackson to Macomber. Macomber drives in. Oh, it's knocked away by Klatsky. Taken out of bounds. It'll be Matawan basketball. Huskies need to find some offense, and Macomber, to his credit, trying to take the ball to the hoop. Somebody's got to score besides Dax Pearson.
Either that or Pearson just has to go crazy, one or the other.
Jackson puts it up, draws the foul.
Dwayne Jackson fouled in the act of shooting. Will get 2 free throws.
A very low-scoring Group 2 championship game. These two teams combining at this point for only 58 points total. And we're almost into the fourth quarter. Dwayne Jackson hits the free throw.
First time they played, it was a 68-59 ball game in Holmdel's favor. We figured it would be a game similar to that tonight, at least as far as points scored.
Dwayne Jackson hits both. It's a 10-point game. Matawan's still in it, but they need a burst. Here's one. Macomber steals, lays it in. An 8-point Holmdel lead.
And this is how Matawan got the lead against Somerville in the semifinals, using their trap and their full-court pressure to steal the ball from the Pioneers.
Klatsky dribbles in, puts it up, and draws the foul. He's a tough cookie, Klatsky.
It's amazing. Only 5'10". He's listed. He's probably a little bit smaller than that even, but he very rarely gets his shot blocked. He seems to hang in the air and get his shot off, and almost always gets a good one. 2 for 2 from the line and 15 points so far.
It's 3 team fouls on the Huskies. Klatsky's free throw is good as he rattles it home.
And 3 team fouls, 3 personal fouls on Shannon Baker, who's going to come out of the game right now.
Second on the way, good.
What a soft touch.
37-27. A minute 38 left in the game.
Matawan came into this quarter trailing by 9. They want to try to get it to within 5 or 6 to have a legitimate run in the fourth quarter to try and win this game. 13th seeded in this tournament coming in. They've been getting better and better as the tournament goes on.
Pearson dribbles in and draws the foul. Dax Pearson will go to the line. He'll shoot 2.
Pearson that time took advantage of his size. He got as close to the basket as he could. Under control, he stopped, went up, caused the team from Holmdel to foul him, and that's why he's going to go from the line and shoot 2.
Dax Pearson, not only an outstanding basketball player, but tremendous in the classroom as well. He will be heading to West Point next year. A great accomplishment for him. Dribbling in Venino. Long 3, no. Pearson the rebound. It's an 8-point game, and the Huskies can cut it to 6 with a hoop here. Pearson thinks about the 3. Now he holds the ball out, dribbles in, goes back to McLeod. Jackson will set it up. Dwayne Jackson goes to Pearson. Pearson tries to dribble in, he backs in. McCumber to Pearson, double teamed, he puts it up, no. Rebound, knocked around, it'll be a jump ball, I believe. Let's see. What's the call?
Yeah, it will be an alternating possession, and Matawan's going to keep possession of the ball. That was a good entry pass down low to Pearson. He got a good shot up, he missed it, but he didn't give up on the ball, and that's why they kept the possession. And here's a 3-pointer for him.
Pearson takes the 3, but it doesn't go. And here comes Holmdel. That was a big sequence for the Huskies. They could have cut it to 6. Crudup outside. Dribbles in. Lost it momentarily. Turn around. Good. Big sequence for the Hornets.
Crudup quiet today. Only his first bucket in 4 points. Came in averaging 14 points a game as a sophomore.
39-29, White has it stripped away, but out of bounds.
10-point deficit, Lou, here for Matawan. Only 8 seconds to go. They want to get the points up and trail up by only 8 at the end of this quarter.
Jackson puts up a wild shot that doesn't go. Quickly up court, Crudup lays it home. Not a good sequence for the Huskies to end the 3rd. After they had cut it to 8. They trail by 12 heading into the 4th quarter.
How would that make you feel? I want them to feel and understand things on a personal level, get their curiosity piqued, that they will go and want to find out more. Cable in the classroom is a powerful tool. Stand there with the pause button and say, now what does that mean? I think that's great for teachers. It'll bring new information into their classrooms in a new and exciting way. Write the script so they know where we are. It makes it cool to learn. That's something that nobody's going to take away from you.
My name is Leroy Page.
Do the things that great teachers do and combine them with the new technology. You can't miss.
41-29 as we go to the 4th quarter. Right now, Holmdel is in command.
And they weren't about a minute ago because it looked like Matawan was coming back. And even at the end of the quarter, Matawan was only trailing by 10, had possession with 8 seconds to go. Not only did they turn it over, but they allowed Holmdel to go up by 12. I'm not saying that's a backbreaker, but that certainly hurt them a great deal.
Venino with the basketball for the Hornets, being played by McLeod. Now he tries to dribble in, works his way to the foul line and backs it back out. Venino all the way. Foul. He'll go to the line. Nope. They say before the shot.
Right here, let's go.
4th team foul on the Huskies. Venino, open, jumper, spins off the rim. White the rebound, and he'll dribble it up. Behind the back, Jackson dribbles in. Nice bounce pass to McLeod, who was hammered from behind by Crudup. Osmond McLeod will go to the line.
And Matawan has to keep pounding the ball down low. They haven't been able to do that. much after the first quarter today. They have to take advantage of their size, pound it down low, make the shots, and then hope that their full court pressure can cause some turnovers.
Free throw short. He'll get another. Second on the way, in and out. Rebound, Pearson gets it back underneath and scores.
It makes it look so easy, but that's a difficult shot to go up and get the rebound over somebody who's boxed you out and then take it up strong off the glass like that.
Full court pressure by the Huskies. David Klatsky has it stripped away. It's picked off by Chris White. He looks for help. Goes back to McCumber for three. Yes! Big shot for McCumber. And it's a 7-point game, and Holmdel wants a timeout. Break in the action. 6:58 left. 41-34. Holmdel.
So you finally decided to get serious about soccer, hockey, and lacrosse. If you want the biggest selection and best service, come to Soccer and Sticks in East Brunswick. Not only does Soccer and Sticks have hard-to-find items, Soccer and Sticks will beat any competitor's advertised price, guaranteed. Soccer and Sticks is your full-service specialty shop for team uniforms, custom printing, computerized skate sharpening, and much more. Remember, Soccer and Sticks is the ultimate store for the serious player. Soccer and Sticks, the first and only choice for the serious player.
Matawan has utilized the press very nicely here in the fourth, and they have sliced into that Holmdel lead. They've cut it to 7.
5 consecutive points. First, Pearson with the layup, and then as we mentioned, if they made a basket, they could put on that full court pressure. They got the steal, and then Jim McCumber with the three-pointer to pull his team to within 7, and we see this full court pressure after the timeout.
Matawan fans getting into it. Huskies put on the press. Venino breaks it. It's 2-on-1. He drives, and Pearson the foul.
Good foul, though. You don't want to allow an open layup. Venino gets fouled, and he'll get 2 free throws. The foul committed by Dax Pearson.
Long way to go. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left. And Venino goes to the line. Chris Venino, the all-time leading scorer for Holmdel. He will shoot 2. First is on the way. Good. He'll get another. Second, good as well. He hits both. 43-34.
Holmdel, Lou, they're 9 for 9 from the line.
Pearson takes it all the way, puts it up, no. Rebound McLeod, he puts it up, and no. Rebound knocked around. White tried to save it, but last touch by Matawan. Holmdel gets it back.
You're Jack George, though. You have to be happy with those 2 shots that they just got.
Long pass intercepted by Pearson. He goes up to McCumber for 3 off the rim. And let's see.
Went over the top.
Over
It'll
the
be
top,
hometown's
okay.
ball.
From the angle I had, it didn't look like it had gone over the top, but apparently did. Holmdel having trouble on the inbounds. Venino double teamed McCumber the foul in the backcourt.
6-team foul committed here by Matawan. As I mentioned, Holmdel's 9 for 9 from the line. They've shot well all year long from the free throw stripe. For Matawan to win this game, they're going to have to hope Holmdel cools down from the line, because they'll be going there a great deal in the last 6:23 of this game.
Klatsky double teamed. White steals under to McLeod. Nicely done. The steal and the score. It's a 7-point game. 43-36 the trap. The ball is stolen again by White. He goes back to Jackson. The full court press by Matawan working. White pops a 3 off the rim. Rebound comes down to Holmdel. And then a foul by White. That's a bad foul. And that puts the Hornets on the line.
Hey, Matawan's like 1 shot away from getting right in this game several times here in the second half. They trailed by 7 as they took a three-pointer which just wouldn't fall, and now they've committed their 7th-team foul. And as I mentioned, Holmdel has not missed a foul shot yet. They're going to go to the line now and shoot a 1-and-1.
5:59 left, and the freshman David Klatsky goes to the line. It'll be a 1-and-1. Free throw, good. He'll get another. Second is on the way. Good, he hits both. 9-point Holmdel lead. 45-36. Matawan just can't seem to chisel away. McCumber drives in, puts it up. Good. Got a nice bounce. 7-point game, 45-38. Crudup has it knocked away, but then the rebound put up and in by Kavis. Good hustle by Adam Kavis.
Matawan worried so much about the steal, they forgot to rotate back, and they allowed 2 shots, including the layup, and then here they rushed the ball up, and they turned the ball over. Chris White loses the ball, and Holmdel inbounds now with a 9-point lead.
5:27 left. Klatsky with the basketball for Holmdel. Double teamed in the backcourt. He goes to Crudup. Back to Klatsky. They break the press nicely. In the corner to Benino. Mike Klatsky. David Klatsky fouled by White. And now Klatsky will go to the line again.
And if they continue with these free throws, there's no way they're going to lose this game. 11 for 11 from the line. Klatsky made the 1-and-1, and he's going to go back and try and do it again.
So the freshman stands at the line, shooting 1-and-1. First is good. Second, no good. Rebound Pearson. It's a 10-point game though. Holmdel on top. White dribbles in. Jackson, stolen. Cross-court pass stolen by Kavis. Klatsky quickly up court. Bounce pass to Benino.
Now if you're Holmdel, you want to use some clock. Force Matawan to come out and commit a foul.
Get up on him!
Crudup dribbles around.
Get up on him!
Klatsky back to Mike Klatsky. David Klatsky to Mike Klatsky.
Holmdel's not even looking at the basket right now. All they're going to do is just keep passing it around and wait till they're fouled, and then they'll go to the line and try and add some points with the clock stopped.
Benino tries to dribble in. Ball knocked out by Pearson. It'll be Holmdel's ball with 4:05 left in the game. Looking to hang on for a championship. Crudup. Klatsky, bounce pass, now back outside Benino. Dribbled it off his leg. Klatsky gets it back. Benino drives in, puts it up and in.
Finally, they look at the basket, but only when it was a layup.
12-point game, 50-38. Jackson is fouled, and he'll go to the line.
A very well-coached team here at Holmdel. Not taking any shots other than layups with this lead and the clock in their favor. Now Jackson, of course, wants to make these free throws. He's 2 for 2 from the line on the day to add some points, but also to try and put that full court pressure on, because that pressure worked a few times here in the second half.
Free throw good. Dwayne Jackson, very unorthodox free throw motion. He holds the ball high over his head and arcs the ball towards the basket, but it works. Second is on the way. Good. No, off the rim.
And you can see it's much more difficult to use that full court pressure if you don't make the free throw. A lot easier for Holmdel to bring the ball up court.
McCumber fouled. He fouls Venino.
Angel.
They've done a good job, Matawan has, as far as defending the three-point shot here in the second half. Holmdel has only made one of them so far, but now what they have to do is just try and steal the ball and not keep putting Holmdel to the line. Not an easy task.
Jeff, they've actually done a very good job in the second half as far as hustling is concerned and just showing some guts trying to come back into the game. Unfortunately for the Huskies, every time they got close, they just couldn't put the hammer down, and Holmdel pulled away.
Exactly. Twice they came to within 7, had possession of the ball, took a good shot, but it just wouldn't fall.
Right now, Holmdel's in fantastic shape. 52-39 with just 3:18 remaining. It will take a miraculous comeback by Matawan. Crudup with the steal. He lays it up and in.
Second transition basket there for Crudup on a steal. 8 points on the game, 15-point lead.
Pearson back to McCumber for 3. It's short. Rebound, Jackson puts it up nicely underneath. Huskies want a timeout. Breaking the action, 2:52 left. Holmdel by 13. Matawan trailing by 13, and pretty much the conversation in the huddle is we got to go for 3. That's pretty much the story here, Jeff.
Got to go for 3. Then you've got to steal the ball on the inbounds play and try and get some cheap baskets without the clock running. You can't commit fouls because Holmdel's 14 for 15 from the line, but you probably will have to, and that's going to hurt them.
Menino breaks the press. It goes back to Crudup, who's hammered by Pearson.
Good look there by Venino. It looked like he was going to have the breakaway layup because Matawan, they're putting so much pressure in on trying to steal the ball that they don't have anybody back on defense.
Jeff Crudup will go to the line. Crudup and, excuse me, David Klatsky. Well, they'll be the backcourt next year for the Hornets. Crudup just a sophomore. Pretty good returning backcourt, wouldn't you say?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You normally have a senior-oriented team when a team goes this far, but it's nice to have a couple of young players coming back, and that's what Tom Stead has.
56-41, 2:40 left. White to McCumber, fakes the 3 now, takes the 3 and hits. 56-43. They need a lot more of that. Crudup fouled. They'll call the foul on Baker, and that'll send Jeff Crudup to the line. Crudup averaging 14 points per game. Well, Holmdel's a worthy opponent for Matawan. They are 22-3 coming in. This is not any kind of a big surprise. They're a terrific team. In fact, it was a big surprise when they were upset by Southern Regional in the short conference tournament. Everyone expected Holmdel to go very far, and they were knocked out in the quarters. So they're playing for high stakes now here in the Group 2 tournament. And up by 14, they are well on their way to a Central Jersey Group 2 championship. Baker's shot doesn't go. Rebound, Venino gets it to White. Crudup goes to Klatsky. Klatsky goes up court. Kavis. Pearson from the rafters. He knocked that one away.
Pearson playing with 4 fouls, possibly in his last game in his high school career. Makes a great defensive play there. After the play, though, Holmdel got possession of the ball. They're going to go back to the line. They're 18 for 19 from the free throw stripe as David Klatsky goes. And there we can see that great block once again by Dax Pearson.
David Klatsky at the line. He'll try to give Holmdel a 16-point lead. First is good. And the Holmdel fans, they can smell it now. They're 2 minutes away from winning a championship.
This is the best free throw shooting I've seen on any level in a long time.
Three-pointer banked in by McCumber.
His third of the game and 17 points. McCumber having an excellent second half.
Screwed up, gets it back to Klatsky. Up ahead, Venino. He lays it up. That'll be goaltending. And the basket counts.
19 points, another great effort by Chris Venino.
16-47. Holmdel fans beginning to get into it. White. Matawan using too much time. Someone's got to shoot. McCumber has it stripped by Klatsky. He steals. Goes to his brother David Klatsky. He tries to dribble out of there. Rogers. Cavis. Dribbles in. Now dribbles out there. Venino. Shoveled out to Klatsky with a minute left. Holmdel is on its way to a championship.
And their crowd is standing now, giving them an ovation as they played a great game. And of course, Matawan, even though they're going to lose the game today, what a great season they've had.
Yes, White, like a blur, takes it to the hoop. 62-49. But this one is in the books. Up ahead, Venino, all the way, he scores. 35 seconds left. Holmdel will go to 23-3 on the year. McCumber, three-pointer no. Rebound to the Hornets. 25 seconds left. They want to call a timeout.
To get the subs in, a class act there. These players from both teams have been there for practice all year long. Get the subs a chance to get into the game. For a few of the players from Matawan, Shannon Baker, Marlon Bannis, Dax Pearson, Dwayne Jackson, Osmond McLeod. They played their last game on the high school level. What great careers they've had for Matawan. They gave Jack George their all. And of course the Holmdel Hornets, their seniors have a little bit more to go. They'll be playing the winner of Morristown and Pleasantville.
For Matawan, they'll drop to 16-9, but as you mentioned, a great season for them. No one ever expected them to even get this far. And they also had a very fine season a year ago, so it's been two terrific seasons in a row for the Huskies.
Last year they won 9 games in a row in the middle of the season. The difference was this year they won 8 in a row. At the end, they peaked at the right time. They defeated the #1 seed, Somerville, in the semifinals, but unfortunately for them, Holmdel was just a little bit too much for them today.
Substitutions for the Hornets. Inside, nice hook shot by Stefan Schrenkel. McCumber tries to dribble in. Pearson puts it up in, and the foul with 3 seconds left.
Fitting end to a career there by Pearson. One of the best players to ever play for Matawan, heading to West Point next year. Averaged 25 points a game in his senior year. This game he has 17. He'll try and complete the three-point play.
Free throw, good. 3 seconds left. This one's over. Holmdel has won the Central Jersey Group 2 state championship. The final score, Holmdel 66, Matawan 52. Just Holmdel, plain and simple, too much.
In the first half, it was their three-point shooting. Matawan adjusted to that in the second half, but Holmdel was just too much from the free throw line, hitting 20 for 21 on the game. Matawan gave it their best effort, took it to the Central Jersey Finals. Holmdel just a little bit too much today.
That'll do it from South Brunswick High School. The final score once again, Holmdel 66, Matawan 52. Congratulations to the Holmdel Hornets, Central Jersey Group 2 champions. They advance now and will play the South Jersey champion in the Group 2 tournament. For Jeff Kurtzman and the rest of the Channel 6 Sports crew, I'm Lou Brogno. Thanks very much for joining us. And so long, everyone.